60 Minutes Overtime.
This week on 60 Minutes, we visit Sealand, which is the smallest sovereign nation in the world.
It has a constitution, it has a permanent population of 1, it has a government, it has a defined space, it even has this rousing national anthem.
That, by definition, makes it kind of sort of a country, and so we went and saw what it was all about.
It's a micronation in the extreme, a principality which sits, or stands, only 7 miles off the coast of England. Its self-described reigning monarch is this guy, Prince Michael Bates.
Here we are.
Yeah.
See this tower up there? It looks like a tuning fork in the water. Do you remember your first visit?
Yeah, I do. Christmas Eve, 1966.
Do you say, Dad, what the hell is this? It's one of these places where you see where it is on a map and you say that looks reasonable, but this could have been in the South Pacific. It's really far. It's weather dependent whether you get there, so we had to wait for a nice day. We had to hope that it wasn't stormy because that would have had us marooned on Sealand for more than our allotted time.
Okay, arms in, up. Go ahead, Gary.
And the way you arrive at this country is essentially you take a small boat and then you get hoisted up onto this platform. So a strong wind and you would not want to be in that swing.
Hello, John. All right, welcome to Sealand.
Not a lot of safety regulation in that harness. A hell of a way to get into a country.
The only way to travel.
There's a way to attach a bigger bag, so we were able to get our gear up. It took hours, literally, to get all of our equipment onto the platform. It took hours and it took a lot of trust because you had visions of being rescued from the North Sea. Another bedroom, huh?
Yeah, nice TV.
Imagine a really sad cruise ship. Not just because we were in water. I mean, it had the element of a boat, and there was essentially a galley, and there were quarters, and there's, a bench press, which becomes the national gym.
So, John, this is our chapel.
A candle becomes a national cathedral. Our state dinner was when a bunch of us were in what essentially was like a ship's galley with a big tub of pasta. Cooked by the honorary chef that night, who also happened to be our photographer, Massimo Mariani. We spent the night in, on, with, near, under Sealand, and I lived to tell the tale. We're underwater at this point.
Yeah, you hear ships going past. You hear the propellers going around. Ding, 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 ding. One goes close.
Because we're right on level.
Yeah.
We'd be right on level with the ships now.
Yeah.
I was in a silo right at sea level, so I could hear the North Sea about 6 inches from my ear. I'd be lying if I said it was the most comfortable night's sleep. I see some stamps for starters. Who's that dashing man?
That's me.
We sort of went in and you have your yucks, but what we realized was that there's something fairly serious about this.
There's quite interesting stuff from '78 here. I mean, look, restricted and all that sort of stuff.
It's fun and it's funny, but the family doesn't go all in on the humor. I mean, the irony has its limits.
We've got solar panels, we've got wind power.
And one expression of that is how much money they've poured in to make this sovereign nation keep going. Do you have any sense of what the expenses have been over 60 years?
It's millions, without a doubt, it's millions.
Millions of pounds.
Yeah, millions and millions of pounds, yeah.
So your father went into debt to keep Sealand going?
Yeah, borrowed against his house and everything, and yeah. But he just wouldn't give up.
Didn't try to talk him out of it?
There wouldn't be any point.
You knew that. Your mom too, I suspect.
Yeah. Here's to more grandchildren.
There's this commerce element where Prince Michael's son, Prince James, and his younger brother, Prince Liam, are selling titles and coffee mugs and the usual sort of touristy memorabilia that helps them pay the bills.
Well, there's one particular thing here that you might be interested in. I don't know. It's an award of a duke title to a certain Jon.
Oh, I'm honored. So I can tell people I'm a Duke of Sealand now.
You're Duke of Sealand, absolutely. Yeah.
You've rendered me speechless. That's very. How long is this?
It's a lifetime.
In perpetuity.
In perpetuity.
I'm a Duke. I've got the business card to prove it, and if you'd like to call me Duke, you're more than welcome. Can buying the titles offset the operating costs?
So right now it is covering its costs. Yeah.
What do you guys see for the future?
Sealand exists in two ways. It exists physically, like very much so. We're sitting here, and it's existed in that way for nearly 60 years. But now it's absolutely alive online, because of the ethos, the idea, that part of Sealand, and that's how we see it really in the future. Ideas are infectious, aren't they? What could be better than carving your own path in life and choosing your own future?